Hi there, it's Patmos, and nice of you to join me for another episode of our Surviving the Aftermath game. And I'd say let's get going. Time flows. We have specialists ready for action in the world, as you can see by the little icon over there. Alright, she got 29 pieces of meat, no money, and she spent 1 day. Alright, well that's fine. Now we should find something else for her to do. And she's a scavenger, so she should be the one picking up things because she can do it really fast. Let's go to the next one. 49 pieces of firewood and got some money, which is very nice. I like that. This is a fighter. Well, perhaps she can do a little recon. Yeah, I think so. Let's scout the area, see if there's anything useful there. And then you can continue to the next zone to do some scouting. Alright, here we have research points. Very good, because we really need to do a lot of research. So I really like it that we got that. Now she is a scientist, so do we have any open research spots we can put her through? No, not yet. Let's just go check this zone. Well, she's out of action points right now. This guy is still busy, so that's fine. And now everyone is busy. And the good thing is, while you are working on this world map, time is frozen in your village. So nothing is happening right now. You can just take your time with these, plan all the moves you want, and then return to your village. And there things start to roll again. And this will fill up again. And as soon as it's completely filled, all action points will be renewed. They can continue. Alright, 2 colonists are injured. Well, we do have a medical tent. We can, however, do some researches where they will be able to, how do you say that? Well, you can get an extra slot in there. They can treat faster, which are really good, especially if you get a little bit further in the game. People will get radiated from all the pollution around, and that really helps. If you can, alright, do we need to repair it? Oh, it's already, no, it should have been repaired already. Well, that's interesting. It's done. So yeah, it's really good thing to have 1 or 2 medical tents and do the research there. Now we are doing some basic farming research right now, which is nice. I'm also going to do the wider piers. That means that we get extra fish production, which is good for food. I'll put it on speed 2 for a while, by the way. Our berries are depleted and now they're not doing anything, but we got attacked by animals. And now we can harvest the meat. So let's do that. As soon as that is gone, we can go to berries all across the map, so that's fine for now. What's happening here? Alright, there's contamination, so we'll have to work on that later on. And our 2 injured people are better, so that's good. I like it that way. Alright, what should we do next? Well, I think we should prepare to receive more colonists. So let's build a few more tents to make sure that we're actually ready. So let's do it like this. Let's put in a few roads. It really helps you to map everything out, or at least it helps me, I have to say it like that. Let's build a road here as well. And we should start to prepare for the future, which means that we should get extra water in. And here's our water collector, so let's see. What can we get? 91%. 100% efficiency, that's perfect. Let's get another one. 2 constructions are done, basic farming is researched, the tent is done, and our specialists are ready. Well, let's go to our specialists. This one's still walking, there she goes. This one's walking as well. He should be doing the recon of this area. There should be 1 action point left, yes there is. Alright, no more research points, but that's okay. I think we should scout this area and then get this wood there, because, well, that's always good. She can scout now as well. Kinda hoping to get some research locations, so we can do extra research. She's the scientist after all, would be great if she discovers it. And we got our first contact, the little colony of Lushton. 171 reputation, and they have something to trade with us. Now we have to unlock trade first, so you can't just straight away go and trade with them. But we can see they have research points, for instance, which is really good because that's really scarce. So as soon as we can, I would like to trade with them. Well, I guess everybody moved. Yes. He will be still busy there for a little while. So we can go back to our little village. Now they're starting to work on the water collector. That's good. We now have room for 36 people. So that's plenty of room for now. Deposit is depleted. First red carcass is gone. Now the cockroaches will go as well, and then we can start to collect food from different areas. Now let's go to research, because we are already researching why there appears now, so we should try and research different other things. Let's research nurses. Let's queue that. This gives an extra work slot in the medical tent. That's really useful. That means that you can cure your people quicker. Alright, well, we are now producing good amounts of water. The thing is, catastrophes happen all the time. You get a big message about, I don't know, nuclear waste coming in, or a winter storm, or whatever. So, you really need to keep an eye out for those. And you need to prepare for those. And for instance, if you get like a nuclear winter or whatever, you really need a lot of water. So I'd like to be prepared by storing a lot of water. Because, well, we are consuming 20 a day. And we produce 37 a day, so that's good. But as soon as nuclear fallout comes in, for instance, and all the water's contaminated and you can't use it, so there's no water production, and we still use 20 an hour or whatever, how it works, I don't precisely know. And that means you need a lot of water stored to survive through that time. Because a nuclear storm can last a little while, so... And there's all different catastrophes, we'll find out while playing. Alright, our specialists are ready again. This one got tools, that's very nice. Durable tools, so they're very good tools. Let's head on. Do some extra work. Let's get some plastics. You do some checking here. What's out here? Anything useful? Well, not really. Let's get some wood then. Already busy. Everyone's busy now. Perfect. There we go again. Alright, we can check our prestige because something happened. Well, we made first contact, giving us extra prestige. We already have almost 4,000 prestige, which is nice. You can really see how far you get along in your game. So when the first colonists arrive, you get a notification. When you reach 25, when you defeat 10 hostile animals, when a child is born. There's a lot of these things. Alright, wild piers completed. So our fishery should be bringing in extra fish, but we don't have a fishery yet, so we'll get one at some point. Alright, let's get some concrete there. Clean water storage is done. Deposit complete. Yeah, guy is injured. Alright, let's go get some fish, because, well, we need food. Let's build a fish pier. How does it fit? Well, 85%. Yeah, this is 80%. I'll really put it on a spot where it can really bring in some good amounts of food. 100%. Now that's good. We want high efficiency. So let's build it right there. We have to keep an eye out on our people though, because, well, we do have 20 people living in our town, but 6 of them are children, which are unproductive. And that means that right now we have 5 people that are free, that they don't have a job, and that carry all the stuff around and do all the building. And you always want to have free carriers to bring all the stuff around, etc. So you can't just build everything that's in your list and then think everything will be fine, because we don't have the people to occupy all the buildings. So that could be a problem. So always check. Right now we can get an extra one. We don't do that yet, but if we have a lot of people that are sick, we can add people to it. So always keep a few carriers free. So don't just go around build everything, because that's not going to work. Now, there's the fishing pier, which is nice. We really start to produce some fish now. I think we should work on a few different things. We need a maintenance depot pretty quickly to keep all our buildings healthy. And, well, we need a lot of metal and plastic, and with this research it'll speed up the production. So let's queue that one. That'll be good for the colony. Why do we need a maintenance building? Well, for instance, these outhouses, they will get contaminated with all the feces from people. And you need a maintenance building to remove the contamination from our buildings and repair them, etc. So that's why I'm going to need it, because otherwise people will go to the outhouse And it won't really help them. It might just make them sicker, because they get contaminated there. I'd like to start building 3 outhouses. That's really a useful thing. So always make sure that you research the maintenance depot pretty quickly, so that you can start to maintain your buildings, especially if they start to be polluted. A strange device has been found. What should we do? Well, you get a lot of these events during the game. It's really fun. It isn't like there's a good or a bad answer. You just go along and things happen. Even if you pick the same answer all the time, different things can happen. A colonist brings you a strange looking device when he says was found in an abandoned car. You take a look at it and realize it's a radio transmitter. Some fidgeting revealed that it's still transmitting information to the place of origin, which you now have the coordinates for. The question is, dare you venture first? Yeah, of course, we'll follow the lead. You decide to send a party to investigate. They find an abandoned research facility hidden deep beneath the woods. The place has been contaminated with radioactivity, and most of the research materials have been sealed and secured containers. The party only manages to gather a few things before they have to leave. As they return, they ask you if the contaminated research material should be investigated further or left alone. I don't know, we're going to take a gamble. We'll investigate the materials. The colonists open the sealed containers and go through the materials as carefully as possible. It seems that the facility was researching the irradiated zones. Most of the gathered data looks useful but not very interesting. Except for one photo, that of an unusually massive deer with sprawling antlers and pitch black skin. That's seemingly unaffected by radiation. The same cannot be said for the colonists though. Some are already showing signs of radiation sickness, so we get 2 sick, but we also get research points, and I'm very happy with that because we can really use that. And now is also the time to put someone extra into this medical tent, and now they will be able to help them out quickly, and they'll be on doing a good job. Alright, the outhouse is done, that's good. Centralized repairs are coming in, so then we can build the maintenance depot. And, well, hopefully, at some point, people will come to our gate again and join us. Now, you never know who will come. Every now and then people come to your gate. They are willing to join you, but could be just a few kids or, well, something useful. But it can also be raiders or whatever, and they'll start to attack you. That's why sometimes it's good to keep a specialist at home, to make sure that you can respond to any threats that come in, because your specialists are really strong. Now, especially in the beginning of the game, I normally like to send everyone out and just have fun. But it can be a good thing at some point to keep a few people back home, or at least one, to help deal with all the issues that can occur. Alright, well, I think everyone did what they have to do, yes. Now we have one at home, which can heal, which is also a good thing. And I was wondering in the beginning, where would the stuff be that they brought in? Well, it's put near the gate and people can come in and bring it to the storages, so don't worry if you come in and you can't see all the things they gathered and you don't immediately see it displayed here. That's because it will be put down near the gate and then brought to your storage. Alright. Well, we need to move this work area again because, well, most things are done. Alright, planks, that's always a nice thing. Now we can put this specialist to work. We can either tell it to kill some animals, but animals are pretty strong in the game. So I usually like to do that with 2 or 3 specialists available, because the animals will become aggressive and attack you, and, well, they're pretty strong. And this is only a scavenger, which will do 9 damage. If you have a fighter, it will do 20 damage, so that's always better. So yeah, don't just go around and just attack everyone. Now some people think you can use these for exploring, but, well, they can't go into areas that you didn't explore yet, so that's not going to work. They can walk all the way to the edge, and then nothing happens. If you want to explore, you need to build lookout towers, and that's what we're going to do right now. Pretty simple. You build a scout tower, you place it at the edge of your discovered area, and then they will start to do some research. We'll build one on this side and one on this side for now, just to be able to scout the area and see what resources are out there, what animals are out there, what we can do with that. He's still busy. She needs to start walking. I think we should scout a little bit first. There we go. New area found. Alright, that's nice. Let's go get some goods. You can already see how big the world is because, well, there's still a lot to be discovered. If we go this direction, you can see there's a lot out there, so there's a lot of world to be seen. It's really cool. Really enjoy this big world map. Alright. Oh, there's a car there. We can't use it yet. Well, we can drive in it, but cars have a very good use later on. Alright, let's get these parts. Now, if you see these triangles overhead, that means that there's a sort of point of danger. So, in this case, it means you get a maximum of 10 damage a day to your specialist. Now, it'll be scavenging 8 a day, so it'll be that 2 days, so maximum damage will be 20, and since she's in full health, 100 out of 100, that's nothing to worry about, but that could be a thing, so always keep an eye on that. If your specialist is already hurt, don't send him out there, because that will be an issue. Now, what I'm going to do with my specialist is still a question. Your specialist can help out by building structures, and what I would like to build now is my maintenance depot. Because we need to do some maintenance on the buildings we have. So I'm just going to put it down right there. And then I can just tell my specialist to start working on it. Or at least I should be able to tell it to do that. And then it'll bring goods there and start to build it. We'll see. Radio Star, there's a new quest. Long distance communications were severely hit in the aftermath as TVs, radio stations and telephones fell silent. People became more isolated than ever. Some of the more industrious survivors have been trying to restore basic calms between societies with little luck. So when a faint crackling signal started repeating a set of coordinates in your transceiver, everyone was rather surprised. Alright, well, we'll go check the coordinates. Now this is a mission for your specialist, so we'll have to go to the map. Once our specialists are done, they can go check out a location on the map. Here we see the location, so it's very good because this one's pretty close. So as soon as she's done scavenging, we'll send her over there. Oh, that's nice. That'll be interesting. Now, see, our specialist is building the structure together with someone else. Making it go really quick, so that's nice. Then someone will be put in. Now, there's one little flaw with the maintenance depot. You have to move its work area all the time. So we'll have to set it to the outhouses right now. So you can see 35 contamination, and now that it's being repaired by the maintenance guy, you can see it drop, so that's a good thing. But if you have outhouses all over the place, you have to move the work area around all the time. That's why I choose to build just 3 outhouses close together, because these are right now the buildings that will get polluted or contaminated, and I'll just keep them together so that we just have to set this work area and then we don't have to look at it anymore. And I think that's the most convenient way for now. Alright, wood is gone. There's some concrete here, so let's get that. Specialists are ready. Well, let's go then. He got wood and money. Oh, that's nice, because we need the money later on for trading. Well, let's get some extra wood. We'll bring it home soon. We have plenty of wood anyway, so we don't really need it straight away. She's still busy. He's still busy. Perfect. And because we have one at home, as soon as another one comes home, we can probably shoot a few animals up here and gather the meat. Now you can see how big these animals are. They don't look too contaminated or aggressive, but, well, things might just turn at some point. Now our scouting tower is ready, and you can already see it starting to scout the area, and it has found a ruined wooden house, a big pollution area, so yeah, that's working. And in the meantime, I totally forgot to do some research, so let's start working on that. I really want to strengthen my tents, so they'll be more durable, so let's research this. We don't need water pipes or solar power at the moment. We might be able to use guardians, so let's queue that. That means that we can upgrade the scouting area to a guard post, and the one in there will be really guarding the place with a weapon. And, well, that's a good thing in case you are attacked, because every now and then people or wild animals come running from the undetected areas and will attack you, so it can be very good to have someone around to deal with that. Alright, what else should we get? Well, we got the scout tower. Might be time to build a outpost. No one will be in there, so that's a good thing. I'd like to build it close to the gate. So what do you need an outpost for? Well, we have specialists right now. But in the world we have all these different zones, and you can claim those zones. And what can you do? Well, you can create a settler. I'll show you soon how. And you can build camps in all these areas. Now, as you can see in the screen, the sector info screen, you can see right here, 3 out of 5 dots are filled with survivors and there's no science here. So if you build a survivor camp here, every couple days, probably around 17 or 20 days, you get a survivor. And you can send him to your village, so you can grow. If there's a zone with science points in it, ooh, okay, you can see all these buildings are here and survivors 5 out of 5, so this is a good zone to build a survivor camp. But there's also zones that will give you a lot of research points. Unfortunately, we haven't found any. So we'll have to really look for that, because we also really want research points. There are zones that are quite good at that. They provide you with a lot of research points. So as soon as we'll find them, I'll show you. And you can create zones where all your specialists can drop off goods, and then they'll be automatically sent to your village. So as soon as you get further away, for instance, we can take this zone, we build a drop-off point here, and then specialists working here, gathering stuff, can bring it to the drop-off point, and from there on it will be automatically transferred to your village. Now, in order to get there, you need to build the outpost. Then you select one of your specialists and turn them into a settler, and then you can build a working camp. Alright, we don't have free carriers at the moment, and I wonder why. We had plenty, so why don't we have any free carriers now? I'm not sure. But for now, let's move our people around. Alright, we got the goods and some gold, so that's or some silver, I have to say. That's nice. I think I want to do some more scouting, so let's go there, scout the area. Well, he has quite a few goods, so probably bring him home soon as well. They can just continue, that's no problem at all. They're bringing in the goods. Then we'll have to check. We have 14 people that should be able to do a job. Let's get one out of there. That's probably for the best. We don't have anyone being treated there, so why keep them in there? The fishery has been damaged. Human error is to blame. The colonist is being berated and pushed around by their neighbors. Apparently, they had fallen asleep while working at the fishery and their little campfire got out of control. Now the building is in danger of burning down with today's catch still inside. Tell them to fetch the fish, put out the fire first. Well, we'll put out the fire first. Small group is assigned to put out the fire. They manage to do so, but not before all fish inside is burned to ashes. Alright, well, that's a thing that can happen. Alright, research is done. We now have more durable tents, which is good. They'll be stronger. And in some catastrophes, that's a big plus. Now, guardians are being researched. If you research battering, we can trade with other villagers, which is quite good. So I'm going to queue that, actually. After that, we can build a trade center, and that'll be good. Alright, they're building the outpost, so then I can show you what I mean. I do wonder why everyone is so busy. How many jobs do we have? Ah, these all have 2 people in them. Well, let's get rid of one of them. We have a little bit to spare, so that's fine. The outpost is done. Alright, so now we can create settlers. You just click on the icon, you select one of the specialists that is in your town. Not going to actually do it, but you can. And then you just create settler, and then it'll be turned into a settler. You immediately go to the world map, and you can tell them where to go, which is really helpful. Going to need quite a few settlers. Now, of course, the most prominent question then, alright, let's repair this, will be, how do you get new specialists? Well, every time people come to your village, for instance, and want to join it, there could be a specialist among them. There's no guarantee, of course. Sometimes people just come in, there is no specialist. Let's check this, by the way. There'll be the pop-up. The coordinates from the radio signal lead to a small cabin in the woods with a large tent-like structure next to it. The log cabin itself seems dark, but all sorts of crackles and beeps emanate from the tent. Going in, you see a man in front of a large radio transmitter deep in his thoughts. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce that. The man shouts while nearly falling off this chair. Sorry, you caught me by surprise there. I'm Jerry, or that crazy radio guy as the locals call me. Alright, what about the signal? Yeah, that was me. I'm basically brute forcing my way through various frequencies, trying to find others to link up with. His plan of reforming regional communications is ambitious and noble, but it hasn't panned out just yet. Look, I got some extra stuff stockpiled in the back. I could spare one box so you could get your own comms up and maybe help the calls, eh? Alright, let's check the back room. There's a bunch of neatly stacked radios, wiring and even generators in the back room. 3 boxes holding miscellaneous goods have been placed next to each other. Thanks for stopping by, friend. Gives me hope that I can actually reach someone with this antique. Jerry shouts as you grab a box and venture forth. Alright, we can pick a box with quite a lot of useful tools in it, but this, for instance, we won't be needing for quite a while. So we could be using this, or we can get tools. 12, 12, 14, 12, 21, 26. Yeah, I'm going to go with the third box. Alright. Well, we got all that stuff, so I'd say let's head back to the colony. Probably for the best now. Let's do some checking with our other specialist. Ooh, this is a nice zone. This is a layer of a group of enemies, so a group of bandits. We'll check that out later and fight them. Alright, well, they all did what they have to do, so we can get back to our village. Let's hope soon a new band of people comes in and we can get an extra specialist again. That'll be nice. Guardians complete, so now we can make guard post out of it, but it takes a lot of resources and I don't want to use that as of yet. So we'll see. Alright, they're still collecting berries, although they're almost gone. Do we have any other sources of food close by? Oh, we have berries here, that's good. Alright, well that's about it. So, might be time as well to start working on a few farms. Now what I'd like to do is, yeah, I'm going to build a road first. Right here, connecting these, so they don't have to walk that far. And then we can start to lay out a pattern for our farms, I think. I'm going to rotate them. And we'll start with 2. We can always build more. We do have 3 people available now, so we can start to produce food anyway. Which could be a nice add-on. It's a good thing if you produce multiple sources of food, because people need a variety of food or they will get sick and malnutrition. So yeah, always make sure that you have things like fish, meat and vegetables, or berries in this case. Well, we do have berries now, but you will run out of berries at a certain point. So make sure you harvest or some nice goods as well. You can select the next thing they need to grow. You start off with corn and potatoes, that's always the same. You can see something about it. I'll pause the game for a second. So, growth rate of potatoes is normal, the yield is normal, the resilience is high, so when things happen, there's a good possibility these crops will survive. They have to put in a normal effort, it produces some pollution and the trade value is normal. And there's a difference with the corn. Oh, I'm already selecting corn. It grows fast. And the rest is pretty much the same. So on resilience is normal, so it will perish a bit quicker than other goods. So always keep an eye out on that. And of course you can get new seeds by trading or doing expeditions, and that's really nice. Waiting for a selection. Well, I think I already selected, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Our game is paused. There they go. Perfect. Now let's check our specialists. What are you doing? Alright. Well, you should go back as well. Deliver his goods. And then when those 3 are back, because one's already back and these 2 come home, then we have a few specialists at home to probably shoot a few animals. So we can get meat from that. Right, let's keep checking zones with our scout. That's working for now. Alright, they're going to start to cultivate the land. So first they'll be planting, then they will be cultivating it, and then they'll be harvesting it. So that's nice. That works. So yeah, we did expand our cute little group of people. Let's hope we can keep doing that. However, that'll be for another episode, because right now it's been half an hour. If you have any ideas about this game or things you want to tell me or tips for me, please feel free to share them with me. I do play this game a bit now to get to know it, etc. But I can always learn more. And of course, if you have any other things to say, please do so. If you want to help me, well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like my videos. That'll be good for the YouTube algorithms. And of course, I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.